Call the Mandan School Board meeting to order. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Our first item on the agenda is installation of our newly elected and appointed board members. We have 3 board members that were elected: Darren Haugen, Ashley Jacobchuk, and Jill Miller. With that, I'd entertain a motion to approve them or appoint them for their 3-year term.
I would move that we approve the elected board members, or 3 new board members. Well, 2 new and 1 that has been here with us.
Is there a second?
Second.
I heard Lori first on the second. Any discussion on that? Any discussion? With that, Amy, will you call roll?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Miller? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Welcome, and we're glad to have all 3 of you as part of the board. Our next item is nominations for board chairperson. I will open up the floor for nominations.
I would like to nominate Sheldon Wolf for
I
board
will
chairperson.
not accept that. It's my last year on the board. I think it's time for somebody new, but I will nominate Rick Horn.
Okay,
I'll second that.
and there's a second. We have a nomination for Rick and a second. Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing none, will you call roll?
Yes.
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 Yes, and thank you, Mr. Peters.
Next item is accepting nominations for the vice chair.
I'll nominate Darren Haugen.
I'll second that.
Any other nominations? Any other nominations? Hearing none, we'll call roll.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, and with that, I will turn the meeting over to Chairman Horn.
All right.
I'm going to move. You don't want to.
Well, thank you, everybody. Now we get Darren actually on camera, so Sheldon's off camera. So. Okay. Next item we have is the approval of the agenda. Are there any changes to the agenda?
The only correction is under letter G, the English language learners, that Wade Meshke should be the person that we're going to be appointing for that position instead of myself. Okay. And then we did get some updated free and reduced lunch numbers, and I put an updated sheet on everybody's seat.
Mr. Horn, under the administrator's report, I would like to see if we can add an update on Lewis and Clark, where we're at.
Any other changes to the agenda? All right. What are the wishes of the board?
I move to approve the agenda with the changes.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second for approval of agenda. Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, we have public comment. Anybody in the audience wishing to talk to anyone on the agenda? Anybody in the audience? Go Going once, twice, okay. Next up, we have the administrator's report. Dr. Bredrath, the proposed school board member committee assignments.
Yeah, you will find in your packet the proposed committee assignments we have for this coming year. This is something we can finalize at our retreat. I just wanted to put it in front of people and kind of where we were last year, filling in with some new people. There is one opening, the Bisman Chamber Local Affairs. Marnie Peel was on that. So if somebody is interested in that, let me know. They do typically meet early. They're like 7 a.m. meetings. So just an awareness for that. If that is something you're interested in, please reach out to me and I can put you in there. But we can talk through this at our retreat in August. I just wanted people to kind of be thinking about it, where they're at, and if they have desire in a different committee, or we can have those conversations.
One thing too, I guess, planning and zoning, I'm willing to let somebody else take over that if they'd like to. I got enough other things I'm worried about, so I know it's very exciting meeting, so I guess anybody wants to. It's very informative.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if you do want to do any changes, I guess just let Dr.
Yeah,
Bredrath know.
let me know, and then I can have those ready for the retreat, and we can talk through them.
Next up, we have North Dakota School Board Convention New Member Seminar, October 8th through the 9th.
Yeah, if you would like to attend, please let me know and we will get you registered. I believe we already have our new board members registered for the training on the 8th. That's the legally required training for them. So just let us know if you would like to attend. I know Mr. Legacy, Mr. Meshke, and myself plan to be there.
Is there a deadline for that, or?
I'd have to look at it. We have some time yet. So, but by the retreat, if we could kind of get that locked in, that would be great.
Okay. I'll let Dr. Bredrath know on that. And then next up, I guess we added the update in Lewis and Clark. Mr. Legacy.
Yeah, yeah, just a quick update. It is still a mess, I'll be honest with you. We're getting there though. Aero Service has been in the last couple weeks. They have done some sheetrock work. They're putting cabinets back. They are painting this week. Hopefully they're done painting this week. Then they'll put some cabinetry back in place. The biggest issue right now is getting flooring in. We've accepted bids from Magitouch. So that is the big push right now. To get that quantity of flooring is difficult. It will be here early August. It's supposed to be delivered August 4th. They are scheduled to start install August 5th and be completed by the 14th. It is going to be a push, and I apologize to our staff that have to deal with that in the building, but we will bring in extra custodial help to make sure that we get classrooms ready and are working with teachers that are in the building. The gym floor, that product, we can't get that till late August, so that'll probably be a next summer project. We're going to get all the product, we'll store it over the year, and it takes about 3 weeks to install a gym floor, so that's going to be a next year project, but we're getting there. Aero has been great to work with. They can't ask them to do any more. It's just it was a big loss that was unplanned.
So,
Excuse me, the gym floor is usable now, isn't it?
It's usable, but it does need to come up. There was a lot of water and silt that got underneath it. We're okay. Environmentally, it's going to be not great underneath there, but it is sealed right now, so any environmental concerns are not going to be able to get up through that floor, but it does need to come out at the end of the school year.
and how did it go as far as with insurance-wise? Was that all?
Yes, insurance has covered it. We did do a few things on top of insurance, so we will have some bills there, but I think about 85% of the loss is covered, and the whole bill is going to be roughly $500,000. So it was a ton of work in there. Yep.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, next up, we got the consent agenda. On the consent agenda, we have approved previous board minutes from the June 22nd, 2026. What are the wishes?
I would move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? I guess you can't have discussion. Ms. Revenues, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. We have nothing under unfinished business. Under new business, we've got consider designated the Mandan News or Morton County News Journal as the official newspaper of the Mandan Public School District. Mr. Legacy.
Yeah, every July, we designate a paper as our official newspaper. We print minutes, publish legal notices, which we're required to do so. We have always just done this with the Mandan News, but the Morton County News Journal has been much more active in our area in the last couple of years. They reached out and asked to be considered by the board to be named the official newspaper. I believe the subscriber base is 1,000 subscribers to the Morton County News Journal to 300 for the Mandan News. I don't have a strong preference either way. I do think it would be nice to have somebody local with the Morton County News Journal that we can call at times. I don't know that we really have that with the Mandan News anymore. But again, not a strong preference from me. I'll leave it up to the board. And I can answer any questions if there are any.
I do have a question. Do you know where the Mandan News is printed now? Is it
I don't.
Sioux Falls or something?
I don't. I struggle. I've had some billing questions, and we have to upload our minutes and legal notices. We've had some issues with the billing. I don't even have a phone number to call. That's frustrating. It goes through a third-party software vendor now. It would be really nice to pick up the phone and call somebody if we have issues. So.
What are the wishes of the board, I guess?
I would move that we designate the Morton County News Journal as our official news, or the official newspaper for Mandan Public Schools.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Rabinich, please call the roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, this is always the fun meeting. We got a lot of things that we'll be voting on. So, Mr. Meshke, look at you going here now. Consider appointing Ryan Legacy as the district business manager.
Sure. A lot of the next few items are an annual thing that the school board designates people within our district to make sure that they're assigned to their duties. A lot of them are very straightforward. As we go through them, I'm happy to answer any questions as we go, but I believe you have offered Mr. Legacy, and he has signed a business manager contract, so I think that one probably makes sense.
Okay.
I move to appoint Ryan Legacy as the district business manager.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion?
I'd just like to thank Mr. Legacy for all the work he's done through the buildings and now through all the things we got going on. He's done an outstanding job, so I appreciate all the work he's done. So thank you, Ryan.
Okay. All right. Hearing no discussion, Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, consider appointing Carly Rederath and Wade Meshke as the representatives on the Morton Sioux Special Education Board.
Once again, as an annual appointment, Dr. Rederath and I would serve and represent Mandan Public Schools for that Morton Sioux Board, which is made up of other schools in our surrounding area. So,
any questions on that one? Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Consider authorizing the business manager and the superintendent to invest school district funds. Mr. Meshke.
yeah, so on page 7 of your packet, you'll see how our funds are laid out, and you'll see that we have 3 of them spread out between 3 different banks. This allows Dr. Rederath and Mr. Legacy to deposit those funds in those accounts.
Okay. Any questions on that? What are the wishes?
I would move that we authorize our business manager and superintendent to invest school district funds.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Consider approval of building principals as the authorized representatives of the Mandan Public School District for school immunization law.
Yeah, so in each school, as kids come in, new kids come in, whether they're from in-state or out-of-state, the principal works very closely with the nurse to make sure that students are updated according to the North Dakota immunization law to come to school, or they have to provide some sort of an exemption. That date is October 1st that students are supposed to have those immunizations or exemptions, and the principals are the ones that should be overseeing that.
Okay. Any questions?
I'll move approval of Carly Rederath and Wade Meschke as the authorized representatives for
Oh,
the,
you're one off.
wrong one. Consider approval of the building principals as the authorized representative for Mandan Public School District for the school immunization law. Getting ahead of the game today.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Rebenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Consider designated Carly Rederath and Wade Meschke as the authorized representatives for all state and federal programs.
So this just gives us the authority to, I guess, any federal type policy or any state type policy for us to oversee that and make those decisions for the school district.
Any questions?
All right, I'll try it again. I'll move to appoint Carly Rederath and Wade Meschke as the authorized representatives for the all-state and federal programs.
Second.
Okay, motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Rebenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Consider designating the following individuals as supervisors of the programs. We got Title I, Wade Meschke. Title II, Part A, Wade Meschke. Title IX, Carly Rederath. English learners, that is Wade Meschke. Homeless liaison, Lonnie Delorme. Foster care liaison, Cassandra Keller. Title VI, Indian Education Grant, Travis Albers. Assessment coordinator, Perry Just. And Chief Nutrition Director, Jewel Meyer.
Yeah, so I think we can do this all probably in one motion. Basically just assigning people that coincides with our policies and our handbooks to carry out the duties of whether they're federal or they're local. Many of these are federally funded. Some are just assigned as a school district. Dr. Rederath and I sat down and went through the organizational chart, changed it a little bit for with the new positions, and this does coincide with that as well.
Okay.
That is on page 32 of your packet.
Any questions on any of those?
I would move that we approve the listed individuals on those the listed programs.
Okay, we have a motion.
Second.
A motion and a second. Ms. Rebenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, we have review and consider approval of securities pledged by local banks, guarantees school district investments. Mr. Legacy.
Yes. Included in your packet is the Pledge of Securities. This is something we do every 6 months. It's a North Dakota Century Code requirement that for public funds, our banks need to have securities pledged to them in the amount of 110% at a minimum. All of our financial institutions meet this requirement. It would be my recommendation that we approve this.
As far as that process, the banks verify and they make sure we're in compliance, correct?
The
We
banks
don't have to worry
verify
about
and
that.
send this to us. Yeah, we do have, just so you know, we do have funds at BNC as well, but we have that in a separate, it's called an ICS sweep account, which is separate than pledged securities. That money gets sent out every night, and it is legal and allowable by Century Code, but we do not have to show that as a pledged security due to the format.
Any questions regarding that? What are the wishes?
I would move that we approve the securities pledged by the local banks to guarantee the school district investments.
Okay. Motion and a second. Any discussion? Ms. Revenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, we have review and consider approval of the school board meeting dates for 2026, 2027. Dr. Rederath.
Yes, you'll find those in your packet. One note is that September 8th meeting that is at 7 p.m. in there. The city reached out today and we can have that one at 5:30 at our typical time. So that one we would move to 5:30. I did highlight on there the ones that are a little bit different times than what we typically meet, typically following holidays, because we'll have to go after the city commission meetings.
Those pretty much follow what we've done in the past, correct?
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
I'll make a motion that we approve the school board meeting dates for 2026-2027 school year, including the September 8th time change to 5:30 p.m.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion?
I would like to make a point that I would like to see some school board meetings at 4 o'clock, which would allow hopefully staff to attend some of the meetings. 5:30 is difficult, and I understand it's 5:30. 4 o'clock would be difficult too for some people. 5:30, people are getting their, parents are getting their teachers, anyway, employees are getting supper ready for their families, etc. But anyway, let's continue on.
That is something, Mr. Peters, if you'd like me to bring up with MEA, if they could talk to their members, if that would be a desirable thing for them, and we could let them know if there's some meetings we do earlier so that they could get some people here.
I think it's something we should look at.
Any other questions, comments? Okay, Ms. Revenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Yes. Next up, we review and consider approval of the 26-27 substitute teacher pay. Dr. Rederath.
I'm going to take some liberty, and since they're on the same sheet, maybe we'll do this and athletic admission prices at the same time. We didn't propose any changes from last year to this year. We did up athletic ticket prices last year, if you remember, so we propose keeping those the same. And our substitute teacher pay is in line with Bismarck. That's something that we always try to make sure that we're equal with, and we continue to be there. So we propose keeping those the same as well.
As far as what the rate of pay and stuff, has it been difficult to get substitute teachers, or?
You know, it feels like it ebbs and flows. It was real difficult a couple years ago. This last year, at times, it felt a little bit better. There definitely is not the deep pool that we've had in the past, but I think every building seems to have their super subs that are familiar with that building that they're able to lean on. We've also done a really nice job of equipping some of our paraprofessionals to be able to step in and sub when needed, and they can earn a higher rate of pay when they do that. So that's been, while not ideal, that has been a solution that's helped a lot of buildings.
Okay. I guess, would somebody like to make a motion for both items, I guess?
To approve the 2026-27 teacher pay and activity fee ticket prices as proposed.
Okay, motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Ms. Revenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Review and consider approval of the 26-27 school facilities rental fees. Dr. Rederath.
Again, we proposed no changes this year. We made some significant changes last year with the new high school, with the auditorium and the culinary pieces, and we felt like those were appropriately set for where we need them to be. So we are proposing to keep them the same for the 26-27 school year.
Any questions on that? What are the wishes?
I would move that we approve the 26-27 school facilities rental fees as stated.
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Review and consider approval of the 26-27 child nutrition meal prices.
Yeah, and I put the updated one on your desk right before the meeting. It didn't change the amount of increase. We're only looking at going up 10 cents across the board. Our federal reimbursement numbers came in today, so those are the current federal reimbursement that we will get for the 26-27 school year. This increase is reflective of what other big districts are doing across the state, around that 10% mark. Bismarck, Grand Forks, Fargo, districts of that nature. This very well could be the last year that we're even talking about meal prices. So, but that's what we're proposing is a 10% across the board for all meals, or 10 cent, excuse me, not 10%.
As far as the 10 cents, is that's going to be adequate as far as the school fund, how we're saying and stuff?
You know, we're not looking to make money. Our goal is always to break even with this. That our hope is that it's going to get us where we need to be and be about at that zero mark. Remember, we have our CAP schools, Roosevelt, Mary Stark, Lakewood. I'm missing one in there. Just those three, correct?
Yeah, I'll jump in a little bit too. We are going to have a pretty significant deficit in our out lunch fund this year. This helps, but I've talked with Ms. Meyer already. We need to take a look at our food costs and our labor costs. The last, I want to say 3 or 4 years, our cost of groceries has went up, I want to say $400,000. I mean, it's really hurt. We had a very nice surplus in there about 3 years ago, about $800,000. We've spent that down now. So we're going to have to keep a very close eye on our hot lunch fund.
Didn't we change or approve the bid process with Bismarck or something? Wasn't that changed? Or didn't we do something different? We're going to do something different?
We are doing our milk deliveries with them, and we also have an MOU so we can bid our groceries together. It's helped. Our costs this year were the exact same as last year, which is good. But boy, the costs from 3 or 4 years ago, we've seen a huge spike in costs just overall. You just can't play catch up.
So in order to catch that up, I mean, I'm guessing our prices would have to go up significantly.
Significantly. We can't do that. That would be a huge, huge cost burden on our families.
Questions for Mr. Legacy on that one?
Yeah, Mr. Horn. Oh, go ahead.
If that does pass in the legislature, would that be affected in this year at all? Like, no.
No, it wouldn't go into effect. I'd assume if it passes in November, it would go into effect July 1 of next year. So we would be looking at what that would look like next year. And I'm assuming there's still going to be some sort of reimbursement process within that of us having to, so we'll see how that all plays out. I think the hope too is some of our farm to table things that Jewel Meyer is looking at too can help kind of offset some of the cost of this and at least keep some of that spending local.
Mr. Wolf?
Yeah, Mr. Legacy, I don't know if you can answer this one or not, but, you know, they've changed the food pyramid at the federal level, which flows down to school lunches. Is that going to have effect on this? And if you don't know, that's fine, too.
I don't know.
All right.
I can find out. I can ask Ms. Meyer, and when we meet in August, I can get more information for you.
Right, because that could have a significant effect, too, because they kind of flipped it.
Yeah, when we get our books closed out, we're really close right now. I'll get more information on that.
All right. Thank you.
Any other questions? What are the wishes?
I'll move approval.
Second.
Okay, a motion and a second to approve the child nutrition meal prices. Any discussion? Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, review and consider approval of 2026-2027 classified handbook. Dr. Redderath.
Yes, I'll go through and just touch on some of the changes, and please stop me if you have questions. Most of them are very clerical in nature. Section 3 under the anti-harassment, it's page 4. It was just an updated policy, descriptor codes. Same on page 7 under drug-free, tobacco-free workplace. Removed some outdated policy descriptors and codes due to consolidation of some policies. Section 19, vision insurance, cleaned up some compliance pieces for clarity on there of when insurance kicks in and when it's done. Same thing in section 24, voluntary benefits, cleaned up some compliance things for clarity. Section 25, the initiation termination of insurance benefits, we needed to clear up exactly when benefits would start and end when somebody ends employment with us, especially our 9-month staff. That can get kind of tricky, so wanted to add some clarity in there. Section 31, the FMLA, updated policy descriptor codes and links. One that was missed initially when we sent it out to you was fixed now is under Section 31, the personal leave. That should be changed to 8 days and 5 days. We have a new copy of it. Right now it says 7 and 4, I believe, in your copy. So updating that to reflect they get to carry over more personal leave. We made that change in the teacher contract 2 years ago, and we like to mirror that with our classified staff. And then under section 54, we just cleaned up a few things. We had an old position in there of library assistant. That's not something we really fill anymore. It's a paraprofessional role. So we took that out. We had a Title VII coordinator, which is not something we have anymore. That falls under our HR. And then we just updated the non-exempt wage scale and the exempt wage scale to reflect this year. So those are the changes to the classified handbook. And if you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them.
Any questions for Dr. Redderath? Hearing none, what are the wishes?
I would move that we approve the 26-27 classified handbook.
Second.
Okay, motion a second to approve the handbook. Any discussion? Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, we have review and consider approval of following resignation and request for liquidated damages waived for breaking a signed contract. Carol Buchler, counselor at Fort Lincoln. Dr. Redderath.
Yes, her letter should have been a part of your packet that she is requesting you to consider waiving liquidated damages. I did, if you remember, we do have a committee of myself, Mr. Peters is chair of the policy and personnel, and a member of MEA that considers requests and makes recommendations. And that group would recommend that we do enforce liquidated damages due to the time of year that she's submitting her resignation. I will say we do have an application already for this position. We went ahead and posted it that we are actually going to move forward with interviewing. So I'm feeling reasonably comfortable that we have some options for this position, even though that it's late in the year. But I would recommend enforcing liquidated damages.
Okay. Any questions on that? Discussion? What are the wishes of the board?
I would move that we approve the resignation, but also we, as Dr. Ritterath has said, we assess liquidated damages.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Any discussion? Ms. Rabinich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Next up, we have review and consider approval of open enrollment application seeking a deadline waiver. Looks like we've got one family.
It's one family, 2 students, and they're over in Bismarck now and would like to continue to go to school here in Mandan. Mom happens to work over here as well and would like to keep her kids at Mary Stark. I would recommend approval.
Okay. Any questions on that? What are the wishes?
I would move that we approve the open enrollment applications for two students.
Okay, a motion and a second. Any discussion? Ms. Revenich, please call roll.
Yes.
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 Yes. Last item we got is future meeting dates. Looks like we've got quite a few here. So August 3rd, regular school board, 5:30 City Hall. August 17th, regular school board, 5:30 City Hall. That same night, August 17th, school board retreat, 6 p.m. at City Hall. August 27th, insurance committee, 4 p.m. City Hall. That's going to be City Hall or at the Brave Center?
That should be Brave Center.
Okay, I'll make that change. August 31st, Facilities and Finance Committee, 5 o'clock, Brave Center. September 8th, regular school board, that'll be the 5:30 then,
5:30.
City Hall.
Correct.
September 21st, regular school board meeting, 5:30 City Hall. And that same night, September 21st, budget hearing, 6 p.m. at City Hall. Any other meetings we're missing? Okay. Other than that, this meeting's adjourned. Thanks, everybody.